Hi everybody, Mr. Whiskey Connoisseur is back from Ireland, and welcome to Drinks with Ray! Drinking with Ray, where I try all types of drinks, but we're back to whiskey today, an Irish whiskey, this one different, called Connemara's Peated Single Malt Irish Whiskey. So, why is this one different, you ask? Because of that word peated. So, in the whiskey producing regions of Ireland and Scotland, in the old days, distillers used to have to roast their own barley and malt their own barley, and they needed a fuel source. So peat, which accumulates slowly in bogs around especially the coasts of the Britain and Scotland and Ireland, the islands. It's old decaying moss, grass, and roots and all kinds of stuff. It's actually like the beginning processes of coal being created, fossil fuels, oil, and stuff like that. But peat, takes several 100,000 years to create. It's in these damp areas, and they would take the peat out of the earth, kind of looks like mud. It's really weird. They would dry it out, and they would use it to malt their own barley, which gave whiskey this incredible flavor. Look, it's hard to explain. I really love peated Scotch whiskeys. I love variety, especially. It's just, I wish I made some of these videos in Scotland, but we're running around. And anyways, I like all whiskeys everywhere. Peated is one of my favorite. I've never seen a peated single malt Irish whiskey. So again, let's go over what single malt means. That means there's no blending. It's all one batch of malt barreled at the same time from the same distiller, which this is Kilbeggan Distilling Company. I think it's originally Cooley Distillery, Riverstown, Dunkeld, County Louth. Cool. So I've never seen a peated Irish whiskey. So like always, my little history research, man, I learned that peated whiskey was common in Ireland in the old days, especially in Western Ireland, hundreds of years ago, when whiskey was, not as widespread worldwide it is now. There were a lot of smaller distillers, and a lot of people, they had trouble getting a fuel to create a fire, man. This area, Ireland, it rains a lot. Everything's kind of damp. Scotland too, so they would use this peat to malt their own barley, and especially in the times before Scotland and Ireland used to have to purchase malted barley from England, and they had this whole tax system set up, and it really complicated the peating process. Peated whiskey, it actually went down as transportation improved and all these new laws and everything. So a few places in Scotland held on to the craft of peated whiskey, but they all disappeared in Ireland completely, and there's not a lot of record about who they were or what they did. So let's talk about malted barley a little bit. It's a scientific, incredible process. Malting makes the barley corn soluble so that the sugars may be converted into alcohol. In other words, malting tricks barley corns into thinking spring has come, because they get so hot, like winter to spring. The barley corns are steeped in water and allowed to germinate before the process is halted in the kiln. When peat is burned to heat the kiln, it also produces a especially aromatic smoke, which, man, it makes a flavor some people can't handle. When I was younger, I really didn't like it, actually. I have a funny, pretty awful story. When I was 20, just turned 21, USA, legal to drink. It's 21 when you turn in USA. It's like tradition just to get, just drink a lot of alcohol. It's probably unhealthy and pretty bad, but it's your friends get you're drunk as possible. It's a crazy thing, but it's a tradition in America. Most people kind of do it, I think. Anyways, I was drinking all kinds of different stuff throughout the day, going to bars for the first time, and my friend handed me, he's like, hey man, I just drank this crazy green and red and blue shot. Oh God, 21-year-old. What are we doing? It was all these weird flavors. And he handed me a scotch. I don't know if it was a peated Islay Scotch. I always say Islay. It's not Islay. Islay. Anyways, it tasted so bad. Oh, I felt so terrible after it because of I just wasn't used to it. I didn't have the mindset of nice, appreciate things, and obviously he did at the time. Anyways, I'll never forget that, and I actually didn't enjoy that very much. But now, look at that. When you get older, bolder, you become a whiskey connoisseur, or, just your knowledge is a little bit better. So now I'm all interested in this, and I really like peated whiskeys. It's my favorite style of scotch. After going to Scotland, oh man, I tried all these different whiskeys there. Oh man, I have to go there again, make some videos like this, huh? Someday. Anyways, so Connemara, this whiskey in 1999. They decided to recreate the old Irish method of peated whiskey. They kept doing it in Scotland. It stopped happening in Ireland. It's a tribute to Ireland's ancient distilling traditions. It's double stilled in 2 small pot stills, a combination of young and old whiskeys. Oh, okay, so that's interesting. It's single malt, but blended kind of. See, now that's confusing. It's a young and old whiskey. Maybe it's because it's from the same distiller, same batch of malt. I'm going to have to look into that more. Hey, we're all learning here. I'm learning. You're learning. We're drinking together. Drinks with Ray. All right. So a lot of whiskey come in these cool boxes here in Ireland. Everywhere, actually. And that's when you kind of know it's like kind of a pretty decent whiskey. Good. So this one, Connemara. Not sure how you pronounce that. That's all right. Sorry for the mispronunciations. It's probably a Gaelic word, I'm thinking. This is it. Ooh, cool green bottle, the color of Ireland. So we're going to give it a try in a second. But a little bit more about peated whiskeys. I can't wait to try it, though. I love peated whiskeys. Oh, man. So they stuck with the peat in a lot of areas because a lot of places in islands, and a lot of people liked it, but over time, like I said, it stopped becoming so popular, especially with those strong taste blended whiskeys started blowing up. People really like just the smooth whiskey that you can put into a cocktail, and a lot of these old historic amazing traditions like peated whiskey and different stuff like that kind of went away, and now they're bringing them back, which is really cool. Whiskey is boom. Last few years I've heard just getting super popular. There's all kinds of YouTube channels like the Whiskey Tribe. What's up, Whiskey Tribe? I like you guys, man. You guys are funny. And a bunch of others, and people from all over the world, especially America, and China too, and Asia. Japanese whiskeys are real nice. I visited the Suntory Distillery near Tokyo and Osaka before. Woo, man, that was nice. 3 years ago. Oh, I wish I made a video about that then. Hindsight is 2020, right? Oh, man. Anyways, let's try this baby out. So this one, in 1998-9, they brought back the peated barley flavor of ancient Ireland. Not ancient, 100 years ago, something like that, 1,000 years ago. The way they used to make it in Ireland, it disappeared for a long time. The Cooley Distillery, based in the Cooley Mountains. Okay, there we go. All right, let's give it a try. So this I'm expecting to be real smoky. It still has that Irish that Irish kind of vibe. It doesn't have that smell. Irish whiskey has a sweet kind of smell. It's because, like in some of my other videos, I said it's a mix of malted and sometimes unmalted barley in the pot still, but peated. So this must all be peated. All right, let's give it a try. Check out that color. Ooh, that's a big pour. That's how I like it. Look at that. Ooh, golden, golden. And yes, we're drinking whiskey during the day. We're on quarantine. What can you do? I'm off work today, and the daylight behind me there really makes the color look nice in the whiskey, right? Can you see that? Ooh, man. So once again, I'm saying that a lot. This, the color comes from the barreling process. And I don't know how long this aged. It doesn't say on the bottle. It says a young and new, so one's a little older age, one's not so much. This is pretty cool. All right, let's give it a try. Nice golden color. I should have a dram, by the way. I don't own one of those. You know, I'm a digital nomad. I move around. I don't own a lot of things. This is our place we're renting for now. There's a specific whiskey glass that you're supposed to drink whiskey out of. It's a different kind of shape. This is like a small wine glass. We're making the most of it. It's called a dram, D-R-A-M. Anyways, it's first smell. Ooh, I can smell that smokiness now that's out of the bottle. All right, let's do a small taste. I heard that your first taste should be like you're sipping a hot coffee, fresh out of the kettle. Ooh, oh yeah, that reminds me of Islay Scotch Whisky. Not exactly the same, but it has that similar thing going on. Oh man, you're gonna love this back there. That's really good. A lot different flavor than traditional and other Irish whiskeys. Wow, that smokiness, you know, it just stays on your tongue. Has this after flavor. Incredible. Whew. Connemara, cheers. Or slant. So, you know, I've been traveling around the world just about 2 years and doing all kinds of interesting things my whole life. Hindsight is 2020. I should have been making videos like this and other things. All these different places, Poland with the vodkas and Croatia with Palinka and Thailand and Cambodia and stuff with all these crazy drinks. Korea, you know, have, what's that stuff called? Soju. And, you know, the whiskeys in Japan, all these places I've been. Oh! So I'm starting this out now. I think I'm just going to do this all the time. And also, this is Drinking with Ray. It doesn't always have to be alcohol. My next video is actually going to be coffee. I'm a huge coffee fan, and maybe I'll try some other things too. I'm a huge beer fan. Haven't done a beer one yet either. I'll get that in. You know, maybe some wines here and there. Maybe some interesting like juices or different kinds of things. Who knows? I'm just going to keep making these from now on out. I appreciate you all watching. This is Connemara. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. Peated whiskey is really interesting and good. Maybe you should try it. Like this video, subscribe, check out all my other videos in the Drink with Ray series and playlist. Oh yeah. I'm really excited about this one. This is a really good one. I know there's a lot of competition with Scotland and Ireland for their whiskey styles, and especially in the history of both of those. But I love them all equally, man. I'm a real neutral kind of guy. I like this, I like that, I like this, I like that. And this really reminds me of Islay Scotch, like Lafroig and a bunch of other ones I've tried. There's some of the islands, too, make some peated whiskeys that I tried. Island varieties. Well, share this video with your friends. I'm going to enjoy my Connemara single malted peated Irish whiskey. Oh, that's good. Oh, man. I'm going to drink this one slow. I'm not going to do the Irish mouthful method. And be on the lookout for what I do next time. Next video will be a coffee. And I'll be trying more things out. I hope you enjoy. Once again, Schlante. Have a good day out there. See you next time.